Assalamu alaikum, dear friends. Uh, in this video, we will discuss about the formation of comparative and superlative degrees. In the previous video, we have learned about their some about the degrees of adjectives and their names. How many degrees were adjectives? So the first formation of the adjective is most adjective of one syllabus and some of more than one. Form the comparative by adding er and the superlative by adding es to the positive degree. It is a general rule and most of the adjectives are made so. Okay, keep remember one thing, one syllable or some or more than one syllable. They are made comparative and superlative by adding er and est respectively. How? Look at the table. We have positive degree sweet, so the comparative degree is sweeter and superlative is sweetest. Same is the case with smaller to smallest and smaller and smallest. Next we have tall to taller and the tallest. So this is the general rule and we all must know about it. Second, when the positive ends in E, only R and ST are added when making the comparative and superlative degrees respectively. So in the previous, if we look, we add ER and EST at the end of the comparative and superlative. But now we have already E in the positive degree, so there is no need to add further E, the letter E. So we have brave at the end, we may see E. So by forming the comparative degree, we just adding the R and ST in the superlative degree. Same is the case with fine, so finer and finest, whiter, whiter and whitest. Next we have when the positive ends in Y preceded by a consonant, preceded by a consonant, and Y is changed into I before adding ER and EST. Okay, so when a positive degree ends in Y and Y is preceded by a consonant, so Y is changed into I. After then we add ER and EST by forming the comparative and superlative. We have the example happy, so it's a happier. Y is changed into I and after that added EST and ER. Same is the case with easy, easier and easiest, heavy, heavier and heaviest. Next, when the positive is a word of one syllable and ends in a single consonant preceded by a short vowel, preceded by a short vowel, this consonant is doubled. This consonant is doubled by adding, not by, before adding ER and EST. Okay. So how? Look at the word thin. So making comparative of thin, it is thinner. Now here the consonant is doubled. Same is the case with the superlative degree as big, bigger and biggest, hot, hotter and hottest. So this is. Now we have adjectives of more than two syllables. More than two syllables form their comparative and superlative degrees by putting more and most before the positive. Okay, example is beautiful, so more beautiful and most beautiful. We cannot say beautifuler or beautifulest, so it would be considered as incorrect. Same is the case with difficult, more difficult and most difficult. Courageous we have, so more courageous and most courageous. Next we have the following adjectives take either er and est are more and most. So now here we have some adjectives. They take either of the case whatever we choose by adding er or est, or we may add more and most to the adjectives, and those adjectives are polite, simple, feeble, gentle, narrow, cruel, common, handsome, pleasant, and stupid. Example is she is more polite or politer than her sister. Okay, so we may say in both of the sense she is more polite than her sister and she is politer than her sister. Next, we have when two qualities in the same person or thing are compared, we say or we add more and most, not er and est. Okay, so when two qualities in the same person or the same thing, this is. So what does in the previous we have said that let's say if two persons are compared with each other, Asif is braver than Ali. So now here one person, that is Asif, and his two qualities, one is brave and the second is careful. So the brave and careful are compared. So in that case we add more and most. We cannot add er and est to the comparative and superlative. So the sentence would be Asif is more brave than careful. Next is note when two objects are compared with each other. When two objects are compared with each other, the latter term of comparison must exclude the former. Okay, two objects of the same category, so whatever the latter term of comparison must exclude the former. So the farmer, as farmer mean the first, as we have used. How? We have two examples. Iron is more useful than any other metal, and the second is iron is more useful than any metal. So now here any metal is including the word iron. So iron itself is a metal. Now here we are comparing iron and any metals by saying any metal. So any metal, in any metal we also mean iron. So now here in this sentence we mean that we are comparing iron to iron. Okay, the explanation will be, now this sentence saying or giving the meaning of iron is more useful than iron. Okay, so keep remember by putting the exclude the farmer. Now here farmer mean iron, so iron word must be excluded. Here we have to say other metals. Now by saying other metals, iron is excluded. Iron is excluded and the sentence has been corrected. Okay boys, this was today's video. Take care. Allah Hafiz.